From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and it is that time for the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles, and boy, oh boy, it is a day. As you guys can see, I got to wear my hat today. Browns went ahead and did that last night. Big win last night over the Steelers. I know a lot of Steelers fans are probably disappointed in it, but oh well, it is what it is. A lot of people felt like the Steelers were going to walk all over the Browns, and they kept talking about the Browns' history, all that good stuff. But then after a while, it gives you the idea that this team's probably going to show up, do well, do big things, smash out, and do what they did yesterday, winning the game 48-37. So pretty much, man, that was incredible in itself. Then you had a good game yesterday with the Saints doing what they had to do, blowing out the Bears yesterday as well. And then we started off the day with a pretty epic game in Tennessee with Lamar having his moment. I was about to say LeVar, but Lamar having his moment and, just feeling real good about himself now. So I know all the Raven fans, they excited about it too. We could be a possible Ravens-Browns conference championship as well too. It sounds crazy today, but we'll have to see at the end of the weekend, because if I'm the Chiefs, if I'm the Bills, these two damn teams is pretty damn scary to me, because they got it moving on both sides of the ball, and they just exciting. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and get into the show. Up first, my first topic of discussion is, let's just have a wrap up. As you guys can see, Big Ben head down. Boy, oh boy, it was he's taking this one pretty rough. Mike Pouncey over there crying with him as well too, and Juju, I guess he's saying sorry or something, but this was just utterly just looked like me to the end of Mr. Big Ben Roethlisberger. What more can he prove? He just had one of the greatest games you could ever have for a quarterback. Threw completed 47 passes out of 65 attempts, and then threw for 501 yards as well too. Also threw out for 4 touchdowns yesterday as well, and still lost by 11 points. The writing's on the wall. Big Ben, let it go. It's over with, fella. Pretty much that's all what last night showed me with Big Ben. And I think, to be that honest with you, I think it's over with for Mike Tomlin as well too, because if you're a general manager or owner, we missed the playoffs for the last 3 years. Last time we were in the playoffs, we got beat by damn near the same exact score. And then you come back around, against a team we've beaten 17 times in a row in our home stadium. We have pretty much, have the advantage over this team as well too. And then we get to chirping early in the week and then wind up losing the game. That was so unfamiliar to Pittsburgh to do that. And Pittsburgh has always showed some type of respect for the Browns as well too. And I'm telling you right now, and a lot of people bet with their heart yesterday with the Steelers yesterday. A lot of people bet with the idea that, pretty much the Steelers had this. But when you look at the numbers with the Steelers, they were always a no-go. They lost their last 4 out of 5 games of the season. They only looked good for one half the last few games of the season as well, too. Lost to a Washington team. Lost to the Browns last week with Mason Rudolph, so that was kind of like a game they kind of gave away. Then they lose to Cincinnati. Cincinnati was to me the bottom out point, because Cincinnati is competitive, but they wasn't really good enough to beat the Steelers. But that showed us exactly who the Steelers actually were. So pretty much it is what it is, and at the end of the day, that's what happens, man, is that when you're betting with the idea that the old guard's going to show up and do what they do, this is exactly what they don't do. You know what I mean? That's what's the problem when I always keep talking to y'all about these old ass players. Y'all be thinking I'm just dogging them and everything like that. But when you get a little bit older in the longer in the tooth, if this thing gets tough. And literally what happened last night is that this team has to realize that they are going to have to become more of a running team. They have to go ahead and go get a running back. The Steelers won 6 championships simply off the running game. Okay, and they don't have that no more. And Big Ben is not going to be your answer for the next 2 years or so, in my opinion. Maybe you give him another season, get the groom in the backup, but find you a running game. That's exactly what the Steelers need to do, and I think maybe it might be just about time to move on from Mike Tomlin. I know that they don't fire coaches in Pittsburgh or anything like that, but, come on, man. The writing's kind of on the wall. And I think that Tomlin and Pittsburgh kind of have ran their course. And I would like to see Tomlin somewhere else, like maybe in a Detroit, maybe in Atlanta. So then we can actually see if the guy can build a team without an already built team. You guys got to understand. He inherits the team from Bill Cowher. The team was a year or two after a Super Bowl as well, too. It's just, and then, it's just tough at the end of the day. And the thing is, the Steelers are forever, to me, a black and blue punch you in the face type of team. Big Ben going over the top was always a good thing. But, the moment that they lost Bell, a lot of things changed with this team. And they're going to have to put this thing together, get it together, and figure out a way to, manage. And I would say this right now, with the way that they have themselves set up with their receivers as well, too, moving forward, I would say that Juju's out. Juju's not going to be there next season, pretty much because he's going to cost too much. And this reminds me so much of what happened to Mike Williams. I'm thinking, y'all remember homeboy, he used to play for the Steelers. He was an absolute rocket, and they got rid of him, went down to Miami, and was absolute ass in Miami. So pretty much, and his career was over after that. He went to Miami, went to Minnesota, and it was a wrap. And I think this is going to be the same thing that happens to Juju. Juju most likely will probably come back out here to California and play for one of the LA teams. I'm saying to myself, if I'm the Chargers, he's my top target for Justin Herbert for next season. And I think that he'll get his money, but it's not going to be from Pittsburgh, though. So it is what it is. Thank you, Stack for Stack, Mike Wallace, because I always get him confused because he's out the league. You know what I mean? That guy, he didn't make his mark. You know what I mean? And AB damn near put himself in a bad situation as well too, where it's like, AB's just now getting back. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, the Steelers, it's a wrap in my opinion with this team. They got to figure out a way to rebuild this thing and move forward. It is what it is at the end of the day. Now, let's go ahead. I know y'all want to talk about this real quick. The Ravens went ahead and looked real good on Saturday. They avenged those 2 losses that they got against the Titans. The Titans looked a little bit out of wits as well, too. And I think that we've invested way too much praise into Ryan Tannehill as well. As I always keep saying that this team is ran by Derrick Henry. And if Derrick Henry ain't doing Derrick Henry things, then the Titans are just a really average bunch, man. And that showed yesterday. And literally, they have a defense, dude, that really needs some help. And, they overpaid Clowney. He didn't do much this season. And I think that they're going to have to look back and really kind of take some of that money that they paid Clowney, because they should release him at the end of the year and figure out a way to pretty much bring in 2 or 3 better defensive players so they can get this thing together. That was the main problem with Tennessee all season. Couldn't get off the field on 3rd down. And you know what? They're another team that looked absolutely terrible the last few weeks of the season as well, too. They get blown out by Green Bay. Then they have to really pretty much steal the game over in Houston as well, too. And they gave up 35 points in the process as well. So this team hadn't been playing good football for the last few weeks. And what happened though in this game simply is the Ravens went back to being the Ravens. And I'm talking about the Ray Lewis Ravens, where the defense says, you know what, offense, you're going to walk with me today, okay? I'm going to walk you through the park because I ain't going to let nobody beat up on you, all right? I'm going to do all the beating up. I'm going to do all the talking. I'm going to do everything for you today, okay? You just do what you got to do. You get us to win. You manage. You just run that time off the clock. And when it's time to go for the kill, it's time to go for the to kill, bro. It is what it is. And I know everybody feels like they gave away the momentum and everything like that, but sometimes what they're doing is they're playing a field position game. They trusting in their defense and everything like that. And they looking at the situation, let's put some pressure on this team right here. And that's where they feel like they still got some momentum. But when you're a good team like how the Ravens are, you're going to figure out a way to win. And I think that that's exactly what happened. They gave the Ravens way too many opportunities to just take the game away from them. And it's that simple, but it's about who wants it more. And the Ravens just wanted the game a lot more. That's it. And that's it. That's all. But at the end of the day, this was a damn good game. One of the best games of the weekend as well, too. And pretty much when it comes to logo stomping and things like that, I'm really not for stuff like that because I feel like you shouldn't try to show up your opponent. But you know what? In this case, these guys go way back. I'm talking about this is before Harbaugh was the coach. I'm talking about if you guys remember. These two used to be in the same division for a number of years. And pretty much in 2002, you guys know what happened. They split up everybody. The Titans went to the south. The Ravens went to the north with the Steelers, Browns, and the Bengals. So pretty much these teams were always going at it before that. And they've always done classless things to each other as well, too. From, Eddie George spitting in Ray Lewis's face, from Ray Lewis literally punching out like linemen and everything like that during games. It's just been crazy, dude. And pretty much at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. These guys do not like each other. These franchises totally hate each other. And it's the same thing with the Titans and the Steelers as well, too. Like, there's really a lot of just there's a lot of animosity on both sides. So that happening yesterday was just pretty much, it was kind of expected, but it was kind of unneeded at the same time too. And Marcus Peters doesn't do himself any favors moving forward. So you can be ready to see that guy fighting a few folks next year as well too, or next week as well. So, it is what it is, but that's my 2 cents on the stomping and everything like that. But if you win, you do what you want, but really don't disrespect the home team like that. You get your win, get your ass off the field. That's what it is, man. If I'm the head coach, that's exactly how I talk to all my teams, dude, is, hey, get your ass off the field. We done with this for today. We've handled our business, time to go home. All this extra stuff, this is going to be something that they're going to put up next week against us as well, too. And this is going to be motivation for the Bills now. So we got to go from there. So pretty much we move forward, and let's go ahead and talk about the Bills this weekend. The Bills look good this weekend, man. I think that the Bills have pretty much arrived as that team that could be the team that can take out the Chiefs. But you know what? As more and more. Hey, you know what? That's what sells. That's what sells, bro. The drama does sell the show, and everybody wants to see that. Everybody wants to see the beef. Everybody wants to. It's that WWE feel. You know what I mean? So it's all good. But at the end of the day, we move forward, and it is what it is. You get the win, you move on, but just know that you put a big ass marker on your back as well too. So be ready for whatever comes your way. That's what I have to say. And then pretty much man, this right here is a really good team, man. Beasley seems like he's at home with this squad as well too. You got Stephon Diggs literally has became a top 3 receiver this season. You guys can't even argue that fact either. Guy caught 130 balls this year, bro. Seriously. So this Bills team, to me right now, might be piloting a better offense just a little bit at this point in time than the Chiefs. So, this is something to look at. But the one thing though is that defense is super vulnerable as well too. So we're gonna have to see how it goes, man, with this Bills squad. But I know one thing though, they better have they hard hat on next week because the Ravens is coming for blood. I'm going to tell you like that right now. But I just had to throw them out there because I was very impressed with the way that Josh Allen and the crew took care of their business and everything like that. And, man, I'm telling you, the Bills took total advantage of, the Pats breaking it up all day and all that good stuff. I know everybody is Chiefs, but let me tell you guys something. Who's been betting the Chiefs the last 10 weeks on the spread? And tell me how, and you can't even tell me that your bankroll is right now because you be big cap. Because them boys haven't covered in 2 months. Seriously. And when I see a team ain't covered in 2 months, it gets a little scary, because then that means that big loss is that loss you didn't see coming is coming. I know that everybody says, well, last week they lost to the Chargers. Well, they ain't had nobody playing against the Chargers. I'm talking about this week when you got Mahomes over here rested, ain't played in a while, a little rusty, you know what I mean? And, he feeling himself because everybody keep telling him how great he is and how good he is. And then you got to remember, we in the playoffs. And in the playoffs, they don't care about how good you was during the regular season. You know what I mean? Guys are out there trying to hurt you. And just know that part as well, too. So pretty much this will be a good game. This is going to probably be the game of the weekend as well, too. Bills, Ravens, and I can't wait, man. This is going to be a good one, and this could be the possible pre-conference championship game, because it's either can come down to these two teams winning it, moving forward, or, it's the Chiefs world. We know the Chiefs are the team to beat, but you know what? There are no guarantees. I'm just letting you know that right now. I don't know how much y'all trust Andy Reid, dog. Andy Reid's a great coach, but has he been a consistent coach, though? Let's be honest about that. He's been consistent in winning in the regular season, but consistent in going back-to-back Super Bowls, though? Come on, man. Think about it. It took him 15 years to get back to the second one. It don't matter if you got Mahomes. Don't nobody care about that. He can't pass and throw. He can't pass and catch the ball. So there it is. Let's move ahead. Let's look at this right here. I don't know why it came out like this, but as you guys can see, Rams Packers plus 7, -7 there. Over under 46.5 there as well too. Then you got the Saints and the Bucky's coming in here plus 3.5, and then you got the -3.5 on the Saints as well too. See, and everybody's already handing Tampa things, and Tampa ain't good, bro. Tampa draws Washington of all teams. Come on, man. Washington, that's not a good team to go up against. It's not a good team to go up against when you got to go against a team that's blown you out, twice this season. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't know. But that's going to be the NFC side of things. And then here we are, Ravens, Bills plus 2.5, -2.5, just about right. And then they're just pretty much saying that the Chiefs are going to have a walk in the park with the Browns. Pretty much I think that's the first oversell that we see of the week. And I know it sounds crazy right now, but let's see Sunday night, though, when everything's all said and done. But I'm going to talk more about the NFL this week as well, too. I can't sit here and talk about everything today because it's Monday and we still got a long week and we still got things to, figure out moving forward as well, too. So pretty much that's going to be the group right there, and we move forward from there. And it's time to get into these bets. All right, so CBB up first today. We got ourselves a good game tipping off in about 30 minutes. It's going to be Temple plus 12 today. And pretty much that's what I'm looking at. I think Temple is good money against SMU. And we move forward from there, man. So pretty much it is what it is. And then we have Utah money line plus 130, and let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. They got a good game against the rival today, playing against Colorado on a Monday as well too. So very unique day for the Pac-12 to be playing, a day they never play on. So let's see how it shakes out, move from there. And then we have Bradley money line today as well, too, -115. Bradley's going against Northern Iowa. We got Northern Iowa home yesterday with our MVC list. We actually swept on the Missouri Valley yesterday as well, too. So if you guys tailed it, that means you made some money last night. So you know what? You're very welcome. And then we got Loyola Chicago. We had Indy State last night, but we're going to go with Chicago today. We're going to take the -7 on Chicago, move from there, and let's see how that one shakes out as well, too. And then we got Prairie View A&M over here in the these smaller schools, the HBCUs and all that good stuff. So pretty much Prairie View A&M, hopefully they can get us a good win tonight. We're taking them with the -2. And then, Wyoming and Boise State in a good old rivalry game between these two teams. I'm going to go ahead and take Wyoming tonight. They're at home, and it's always a good, strong bet when you take Wyoming at home. So there goes the CBB PrimeTime PK6. It's actually going to be 53-1 as well, too. So it is a nice ticket for you guys as well too tonight. Once you guys go ahead and round it up and all that good stuff. So we'll go from there. Yes, the SWAC conference, the Southwest Athletic Conference. Yes, sir. Pretty much. We rarely bet this conference, but it's one of the conferences that are a part of the schedule tonight. So we got to just go with what we got tonight as well too. That's Monday college basketball for you all the time, really as well too. And then let's go ahead and talk about some NBA tonight. NBA looking real fun. As you guys know, the Pelicans and Mavericks game is not going to be today. They're going to be postpone that game. And also tomorrow, the Celtics-Bulls game will be postponed as well, too. So we're going to see exactly where the NBA is going to. They have a call going on today, so pretty much we'll see how it goes. But also in breaking news as well, too, Doug Peterson, Philadelphia Eagles coach, has been canned. So if you guys just joined the show and didn't know that, he has just been canned and everything like that. And we kind of didn't see it coming, but we kind of did see it coming. So it is what it is. So NBA Super High Five today, we got the 31-1 Grizzlies money line -135. It's a get back game against the Cavs. I think that they'll be good to go in this one. So let's see how it shakes out. Grizzlies, go ahead, get us home, get a good win over here. You know, the Cavs lucked out, beat you guys by 1. You get them back, you beat them by 2 tonight in Cleveland. All right, so we move forward. And we got the Knicks going to Charlotte tonight, and I love the Knicks tonight. I don't like Charlotte as a favorite. They're much better as a dog, and they won their last 2 games as a very significant dog. And then they come back home just like it was last week against the Grizzlies, where they come back home as a -180 favorite, and I just can't trust them yet as a -180 favorite. Maybe as a -120, -130, -140, but pretty much we are going to go ahead and we're going to take the Knicks today as the dog of the day. And yesterday we had the Warriors cash out as the dog of the day as well too, with a very good effort winning last night against the Raptors with the +130. So pretty much that made it 4 out of that. We hit it, I think, 5 out of the 7 days last week, and most of them were over 2-1 as well too. So there it is. And then we have the over 222 tonight with the 76ers and the Hawks. I expect some scoring to go on. I know that the 76ers still had to kind of relax a little bit, chill, because they had some issues with the COVID and everything like that, but I think they bounced back well tonight. Atlanta's still very suspect defensively, so there it is with that. I'm going to go ahead and take the over 2-2-2-2 tonight, and let's see how it shakes out. And then we got the Raptors and the Blazers tonight. I know the Raptors scored a lot of points the other night, and the Blazers are good for scoring a lot of points as well too. And pretty much so pretty much what we're doing here is we're going to go ahead and take the under 230.5 Raptors Blazers and go from there. And then the Kings tonight. The Kings could be another dog winner for you guys tonight as well too. So if you guys want to do a fun little parlay tonight, I would say, why don't you do this? Why don't you go ahead and put the Knicks and Kings together and say, and just for some fun, so say at home tonight. And the Bucks ain't playing that great. Throw in the Magic and see what you got, because you got 2 home teams here, and then you got the Knicks here as well too. Probably in a game where it should be a pick 'em, to be that honest with you, to keep it too real with you. So pretty much there it is, 31-1 tonight with the NBA Super High Five, and we're gonna see how it goes, and we move on from there. All right, and now we got ourselves a doozy, and here we are, the championship game, baby. The Ohio State going against Alabama tonight in Miami, and the Bama comes in as an 8.5 point favorite over under a 75. And you know what? Why I'm doing this tonight? Bama, who did you play this season? Like, seriously, let's just keep it real. Florida, you all right? You okay? Georgia didn't really have a great season this year. LSU was absolutely awful this season. Texas A&M is Texas A&M. They always going to do Texas A&M things. So pretty much at the end of the day, I really feel like they dominated and they did well, but they did well against a group that they already know that they're going to do well against. This is a team that I don't know if they figured them out yet. And I know that they've given Nick Saban nightmares over the last 6 years as well too. So pretty much I'm taking the Buckeyes tonight in a monster upset because we all get tired of seeing Alabama win the damn championship as well too. It's so boring, like we are the standard of college football when you're really not. You know what I mean? You just play in a well catered division. You know what I mean? And I respect it. I respect it immensely. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day though, when you look up and tell yourself, are they really producing that many NFL superstars like that? You're gonna get some out the group if you producing 30 players to the draft every year. But come on, man, that's where you really go to just really guys run a lot of their talent out at Alabama, in my opinion. So pretty much, I love this game tonight. I think it's going to be a great game tonight. I think it's the best way to go is to go with the value. And there goes Jeff Dawson. How you doing, brother? And then you got to make sure, and the refs has been paid as well, too. So they already know that they got to call a fair one tonight. They got to, but this game is going to be a drama. This game is going to be real drama tonight. That's all I can say is that the game is going to be drama tonight, and I love it. That's why I'm taking the plus 250 because I feel like Justin Fields can come through in the end and get us a big win here today. And then we have the under 75 as well too. I feel like what they're gonna do is that they're not gonna get rolled on like everybody else. Happy birthday, Cinco Mono! See everybody with Cinco Mono, a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hope everything is well. Team Capricorn. All right, so I'm a Taurus, though, but I know it's Capricorn month. All right, so pretty much there it is. But all y'all wish Siki Mono a happy birthday. All right, so Ohio State over 33.5 today. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Team total, we should be able to get that today because, Alabama's defense ain't that great. You know what I mean? They giving up a lot of points. If they giving up like 47 points to Ole Miss, Ohio State should have a chance to go get 35 points today. So I think Ohio State really, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a score. I think Ohio State wins the game 35-31 today. That's how I'm feeling in this one. I feel like they win the game 35-31 today. That right there would be 66, so it will fall short, and that's why I'm taking the under 75 today. And then I feel like we'll get the under 16.5 in the first quarter as well, too. And so pretty much there it is. That is the Ohio State versus Alabama. Miami minus 8.5 to Alabama tonight, but it is what it is, baby. Let's go ahead, and when it's that game, you got to go all in. We ain't taking no damn points today. We got to take the money line straight up because that's who we want. That's who you want to win the game. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So go get them, the Ohio State. Let's see if they can go ahead and cash that ticket for us today because we playing a big value. And if you back in Bama today, you know what? I ain't going to sit here and talk trash to you or nothing like that. You were wise in your way as well, too. And Camelo. Yeah, shout out to Benito. Yeah, man. So for sure, man. What you call it? So much love to everybody. I hope everybody enjoys their day. It's a Monday. Make sure you own the day. You win the day as well too. It's the start of the week. Make sure you start off absolutely, spot on. All that good stuff. So pretty much, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. You guys are the absolute best, and we got a lot of things on the way right now. So pretty much you guys can go ahead and check that out. Primetime Sports Investors. If you guys are interested in being clients, you guys go to PrimeWaveMedia.net. We do have packages for you and everything like that. I got weeklies, monthlies, the weekend for you. And I also have the VIP for the rest of the year as well, too. So you guys look into that. Once again, that's PrimeWaveMedia.net. And you guys can sign up and go ahead and get a part of the movement and everything like that. And we got the movement moving. Also, quick update, you guys, we will be moving the show to StreamYard, where the show will be on Facebook Live, YouTube, and on Periscope as well, too. So we'll be taking the show over there. I'm going to try to see if we can still put the IG stuff in as well too, like where I could still be doing the IG while I'm talking on the StreamYard. But it's better if you guys just come on over to the new link and everything like that, and it will be available on IGTV daily as well too. So it is what it is. Love you too, Relly. Y'all go follow my cousin Kimbo Wop 105. He's in here right now. Y'all follow my big bro Wise Ontology as well too. Great follows, man, and we got some great stuff coming up with them as well too. So pretty much you guys make sure to tune in to the new format. It's going to be really live. It's going to be very professional and everything like that. I'm going to try to get us a guest or two each week as well too. So make sure you guys are still on those comment boards, asking your good questions and clowning and doing all that good stuff, okay? So pretty much at the end of the day, I want to thank everybody so much. This will be pretty much the final week on IG live every day. And you guys, pretty much just keep following. Make sure you guys are sharing this stuff as well too, and we just go from there. All right. Once again, bet with your head, not with your heart. And this is the premier sports betting show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and this is the Primetime Angles live on IG. And I am gone. Thank you for tuning into the Primetime Angles, the premier sports betting show, hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. This is a PrimeWave media production, and go ahead and press that subscribe button.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave media production.